A narrow road, intersected with various pathways marked avenues of forbidden affairs, dark forays into decadence, or ruined reputations. Until dawn broke over the occasion, however, she was obligated to stand guard against any rogues who thought to take advantage of an inexperienced girl. She had her eye on one rogue in particular. He had looked at her only once. The Duke of Wynfield was, without question, the most elegant and hard-edged guest at the ball, and Charlotte wasn't about to let him tempt one of her graduates or detract her from her duty. She wondered whether he even remembered the last time they had seen each other at the Emporium in the Strand. They hadn't exchanged a single word. Charlotte had been shopping for the Academy that day. He had been shopping for a pair of strumpets, one draped over either elbow. He had kissed one of the tarts on the neck, and merely smiled when Charlotte, at the opposite end of the counter, had gasped in shock. She had returned to the Academy hours later to record the incident in her diary, as was her wont, changing a detail here and there, until, enfin, the actual event bore little resemblance to her fabricated, but far more satisfying version. She'd been keeping a journal ever since she could hold a pen, and she enjoyed the art of exaggerating commonplace events. When her Boscastle cousins had first invited her to London 5 years ago, she'd been so enthralled by their amorous exploits that she had undertaken the task of recording the family history in her diary. Soon, the pages needed no enhancement. It was a challenge to follow the family's constant scandals. It seemed that everyone in the brood had led a secret life as a spy or someone's lover. She had to face a painful fact. As much as she admired her relatives, it was obvious that she led a dreary life in comparison. It took her a month to overcome her inhibitions and let her pen wander where it would. Soon her diary simmered with illicit truths and vicarious pleasures. In the pages of her intimate musings, the Duke not only adored her, but he had been pursuing her for months. In actual life, he was domineering, indecent, and inexcusably taken with disgraceful women. In his fictional encounters with Charlotte, he was domineering, indecent, and inexplicably taken with her alone. In Charlotte's version of the incident in the Emporium, the Duke had noticed her across the counter and had immediately dismissed the other women. He'd walked straight up to Charlotte and, without a word, grasped her hand. "My carriage is outside," he said, his sinful smile mesmerizing her. "May I take you away?" His face receded. Another voice, breathy and excited, was whispering in her ear.
"That's the Duke of Wynfield you're staring at, Miss Boscastle. Do be careful. Everyone is saying that he's in the market for a mistress."
Charlotte gripped her fan and turned to regard her favourite student in dismay. "Lydia Butterfield, reassure me that he has not found one in you." Lydia gave her a wistful grin.
"Dear Miss Boscastle, I shall miss you with all my heart."
"You shall miss my guidance, that is clear."
"I won't need it any longer," Lydia said in regret. "But I will miss your history lessons."
"All the battles and beheadings?" Charlotte asked, stepping to the side to stop Lydia from staring at the Duke, or him from noticing her. "But don't be so melodramatic, or I shall start to cry. Your family still lives in London. You may visit the Academy whenever you wish."
"My family? Well, my betrothed family lives in Dorset, and he is eager to start a family."
"You're betrothed?" Charlotte said faintly. Lydia bit her lip, nodding toward the short gentleman standing a few feet behind her.
"Sir Adam Richardson, the architect."
"Lydia, I am so envious." Yes, to her shame, she envied Lydia a little. But she was also filled with happiness for a girl whose sweetness Charlotte had feared would render her vulnerable or undesirable.